Hello and welcome to day one of Donna's Skin Camp. So today I'm going to be sharing some skin biology and skin science with you all. For those of you who aren't interested in science and biology, I think you'll find this quite fascinating. I know I'm not interested very much in science and biology just because it goes a little bit over my head. However, skin biology and science, we all have skin and it's all part of our bodies. So I find it really fascinating just to understand and to learn exactly its functions and how it's made up and what its role is. So I hope that I don't bore you too much today. I hope that you actually learn something from this. I'll be doing a couple of videos just to try and break it down and make it more digestible for you all. So skin is actually the largest organ in the body. So a lot of you may not have known that, but being the largest organ, it has a very, very vital role to play. So it's part of the integumentary system. So the integumentary system is made up of your hair, your glands, your nails, and specialized receptors in your body. It covers your whole body, obviously, and is made up of several layers. So different areas of our body has different types of skin. So for example, on our hands and feet is a completely different skin that is on our face. And some, like your eyelids, for example, again, is a different type of skin. So it's complex in its structure and its function. So what I'm going to share in this video is the two major layers that your skin is made up of. Okay, I'll touch on the third layer briefly just to give you an insight, but there is two major layers to your skin. So the very first layer, which is your outermost, that thinner layer, is actually called your epidermis. So this is the one that's visible to everyone and that you see and that you topically apply products and lotions and oils to. The bottom thicker layer, so the inner layer of your skin, is called the dermis. Okay, so the dermis, then underneath the dermis, you have a hypodermis, okay? And then your skin on your hands and your feet, again, is completely different. So we'll touch on that in another video. So the epidermis is actually made up of layers of cells. So if you can just imagine millions and millions and millions of layers of cells, these cell layers shed, okay? So disgusting fact, 80% of your household dust and in your car and places like that is actually dead skin cells. So these dead skin cells are constantly shedding, like it's not visible with the naked eye until you haven't dusted your house in a while. And then, yeah, so they're constantly shedding, okay? So the main cell of component of this is a keratinocyte, okay? It undergoes the process of keratinization, okay? So its function is to produce keratin. So keratin actually protects the skin, okay? It plays a massive role in your immunity also, okay? It protects your skin, it makes it less permeable to water, and it plays a role in your immunity. The second type of cell that's made up in the epidermis is a melanocyte. It produces melanin, and melanin is what gives skin its color or its hue, okay? So it provides UV protection also. The third type of cell is a Langerhans cell, okay? So it originates in bone marrow, and Langerhans cells, which they also help with your immunity. So then there's a fourth type of cell, and that's a Grunstein cell, which plays a role in immunity also. Then I'll move on to the dermis. So the dermis layer, which again is your thicker inner layer of skin, it's the supporting framework to your skin, okay? It contains hair follicles, nerve endings, glands, has blood vessels. It's a very, very complex layer of skin. The blood vessels in this layer, so the vascular system is also contained in this layer. And it's composed of blood vessels, and the blood vessels will actually supply the skin with oxygen and nutrients and along with the lymphatic system, it removes waste materials also. Okay, so you imagine the dermis layer, you can't see this layer, but it's playing a vital part for your skin. So the blood is composed of platelets, cells, plasma. It also has proteins, amino acids, hormones, vitamins, inorganic salts, and other organic compounds. Now, the hypodermis is made up of subcutaneous tissue, which contains fat. Okay, this is called adipose tissue. The hypodermis layer, which is under the dermis, its function is to protect the body by providing a cushioning layer. So to give you that just in a brief sort of recap, so the outer layer, your thinner layer of skin, and this is all over your entire body, is your epidermis, and then the dermis lies underneath that, and then your hypodermis. So I'll explain in the next video the functions of your skin, but the main thing to get out of this video is the different layers of skin, what their roles are, and what they do to for your protection, and how important they are for immunity also. See you in the next video.